Hello everyone, can you hear me? Would you like to open your cameras? Please do if you can. If there is no issues, then we can interact and have an interactive webinar. Hi, welcome everyone to the webinar. You can unmute yourself if you want so that we can get introduced before we begin. It's nearly time, 2 more minutes left. Okay. Hello. Hi, Karim. Hi, Elizabeth. You can unmute yourself and talk,
I thought it will start at 7, so that's why
I'm sorry.
I canceled my workout today. So
Oh, you can do your workout now, no worries. So I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm like, I guess there was a misunderstanding, right, with the timing?
yeah, because it says there 7 to 8.
It says 8 to 9, I guess. I think there was a miscommunication.
Okay.
Yeah. Kareem, how are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
Is this your first time with us at Illuminations?
No, actually, I attended a few webinars before and some classes.
Okay. And did you like all of that?
Of course, yes. I finished the hypnotherapy certification course. So I'm working now on my case studies.
Wonderful. So you are on your case studies now?
Yes, I'm almost done. So hopefully
lovely.
Next month.
Lovely. So super excited, right? To
yes,
get the certification
at the end. Everything goes as planned.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And the rest of you, Kemo, would you like to come with, like, online without your file? Yeah. Sakina, would you like to open your camera and introduce yourself? If not, it's fine also. Everyone is open to open your camera and introduce yourself. I am Sharmishta Mitra, and I work at Illuminations as a spiritual psychologist and a wellness consultant here. I specialize in the many holistic approaches. One of them is also hypnotherapy and TASO, like transpersonal regression therapy. I'm also a trauma therapist. I'm a meditation coach. I'm a dream analyst. So anything to do with the dreams, I'm like super excited. And I'm also an NLP master practitioner, a transpersonal psychologist, a meditation coach, and what else do I do? Oh, chakra balancing. I'm a trainer of chakra balancing. So I have my own approach, which is called Decode You, which I have found, and I use that. You can see it's an integration of everything that I have learned, my skill sets and my experience and the knowledge that I have gathered, put it all together to decode the subconscious of people and understand what's causing the pain of today. And kind of after that, after understanding it, then we can resolve it, right? Before that, we can't. So that's the whole introduction about me and all of you. I'm super excited to be with all of you today to share this meditation, and I'm going to talk about the course also, that is coming up, the chakra balancing practitioners course that's coming up on the 24th and 25th of July. That's the following Saturday and Sunday. Hello, everyone. Elisa, would you like to say something? You would like to watch this? Yeah, this you can watch it later. It's going to be there in the, I think, Illuminations Facebook page as well as on their YouTube channel. So you can watch it later if this is not a good time for you. Okay, all the best. So the course that's coming up, it's coming on the 24th and 25th of July, and this is going to be a practitioner's course. At the end of the second day, you're going to get a certificate, which is going to tell that you are a certified practitioner of chakra balancing and diagnosis. And this is accredited by KHDA as well as IPHMA. So it's internationally recognized, and you get to start practicing from there. Become a therapist once you know how to combine the whole method of chakra balancing. So basically, I'm sure all of you, by what you are today doing, like one of you is a coach, one of you hypnotherapist, and you have attended so many other webinars, you have a good understanding of the chakras already. But just for the beginners who doesn't know, or who else would be listening on the Facebook page or other places where they don't have any understanding, I'm just going to give a little explanation of the chakras. It's basically chakras are supposed to be the energy centers. As we know that we are all made of energy, and everything in this universe is energy. And the physical body that we are, the physical being that we are, energy is passing through us, which even when we are not aware, we are emitting energy signals all the time through our thoughts. They are energy impulses, which we are emitting, certain frequencies, which keep on changing and varying based on your mood, your emotional state. And then when that happens, you are sending basically signals which the other person in front of you is receiving. Those signals, all is happening unconsciously, even though we are not acting like radios and receptors, but we are technically all functioning like radios. So you are sending messages and someone else is receiving. And when our energies are not balanced, our physical world, like what we experience, is also influenced by our energy. So if our energies are not balanced, then we experience different things which we don't like. But once technically, our every thought that we have, every emotion, that a thought is creating an emotion. So emotions don't come before, thought comes before, and then comes the emotion that's attached to the thought. Once that happens, that emotion creates a feeling, and that feeling now triggers the physical body into releasing some kind of enzymes, chemicals from the endocrine glands, which is either being secreted in excess or less than required. When these enzymes or chemicals or neurotransmitters are secreted in more or less quantity, then our moods change. Either we feel good or bad or excellent, excited or depressed, down, low, whatever. And if this state of emotional upheaval continues for a long, long time, our body naturally, our energy body and our physical body naturally doesn't get back to balance. Then we need outside help to help us to balance ourselves. That is when therapy comes into place, where you go to a specialist, a therapist who does that for you. Now, my work is talking, right? Whole day. So after some point, I need some water to otherwise it just chokes. So what does a therapist does? Like therapist who is trained into understanding the energy channels that energy, which is the pranic energy, the universal energy, through a method that is taught to them. There are different schools of energy medicine. Reiki is one school of energy medicine. Pranic healing is another school of energy medicine. Chakra balancing and diagnosis is another school of medicine. These are all different schools of energy medicine. There are different teachers who have branched out from the main yogic system of energy medicine and taught different techniques in their own way and given different names at different times. So basically, the therapist is someone who is trained in that school of medicine to help you to regain back and balance your energy. And then you are in a state of calmness and balance, and then you can function with more clarity. You can act rationally and not always react emotionally. So every time you react, you will notice that a reaction is based on the emotion that you felt from a trigger that was sent to you by the outside world that created an internal response. And if the internal response was unpleasant, then you give an external reaction to that. That is a way to defend yourself. So if someone comes and criticizes your work at the work that you do, or maybe I'm a lady of the house and I have cooked for my family, and my son or my husband just comes and says, "Oh, why did you cook this? Why didn't it, like, this doesn't taste good," for example. Immediately I have an internal reaction to that, right? The internal reaction happens because it is unpleasant to me. I feel I have been cooking for them whole day and they are ungrateful the moment they come in and they give this response to me. So I will give an external response to that, and that is that moment when that internal response is created, my energy is disbalanced. I'm not acting in a state of balance and harmony anymore. I'm not in a state of rationality and calmness. I am acting from offense to defense now. I was offended, so I have to defend myself. What do I do then? It comes out in my actions, in my behavior. Maybe I scream at my son, or I said, "Oh, you have to eat this. This is all that is there today." But whatever is my reaction is coming from an emotional response, which is trying to defend me out of defense of that which offended me. This is what creates the emotional dishevel or disbalance. And if now I continue ruminating, I continue brooding, I feel no one loves me, no one cares for me, my family, they suck and all that, I continue in this state for a long, long time. Eventually, you all know what's going to happen. I will slowly, my energy will go down. I will not be able to feel grounded. And then it will affect my health eventually, because my hormones are always what is flowing is only those hormones that flows when we are in a state of fight and flight. The endorphins, serotonins, dopamines, they stop flowing slowly, and then melatonin also stops flowing. Melatonin is what gives me good sleep in the night. So when melatonin doesn't flow, I lose my sleep. So everything is getting disbalanced in the body. And if this continues for a long time, my physical health will be affected. I might end up having diseases, dysfunctions, some maybe, like some lack of something excess will happen. Then I'll run to the doctor, try to take medicine to fix it or to suppress it. But what I'm not doing is I'm not living mindfully. So if you know that you had an internal reaction which has caused an emotional dishevel inside of you, and you take a pause, you take a moment to yourself and you sit and balance yourself on your own at the end of every day, for example, or just simple meditation where you sit and balance your energies and check from the top to the bottom, where is the dysfunction today? Then you can, on a regular day-to-day basis, feel calm, balanced, function with clarity. and you're not going to carry over things to the next day. Any questions so far? Anything that you would like to tell me about what I spoke? Please, I would love to hear your thoughts if there is anything that you would like to share. Nothing? No questions?
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Just one question here.
Yeah. Is it Manoj?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. There is a lot of disturbance though. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
I can
working
hear you.
actually on the outside. Yeah. Okay. Actually, the question was this gratitude meditation. Does it have any relevance in this chakra healing process?
Yeah, gratitude. Yeah, I have a theory about gratitude which I would like to share on this, Manoj. Good question that you asked. So, feeling grateful. Usually, we practice it all the time, right? And so many schools, they teach you how to feel grateful so that you can calm yourself, you can feel positive about life, you can see the positive and not so much into the negative that's going on. But it is only half of what we are doing. We are not feeling completely grateful. Why? Because the unpleasant that you are facing today, the unpleasant situation or the unpleasant emotion or experience, let's say, that is causing the unpleasantness, in a way, we all have to be grateful for that. We're only feeling grateful for the positive, but we miss out feeling grateful for the negative things that's happening in life. And those are the most important things for me, the negative things that happen to us. If we understand them, then we become complete and whole, and we evolve as humanity, and our consciousness evolves. I'll give you an example, let's say. So as I said in the beginning, when at work, if you're criticized for the work that you're doing, or at homes, let's say I'm a mother, I'm cooking, and my son just throws the plate and says, "Oh, I don't like what you cooked today." So what is the feeling that I am having right now with their actions and their behaviors? Just think of one unpleasant thing that happened today, all of you. Just take this as an exercise. I'll help you with this. Think of one unpleasant thing that happened today. Okay, so I categorize experiences as not good or not bad. I categorize them as pleasant and unpleasant. Pleasant experiences are those where your expectation is fulfilled, and unpleasant experiences are those where your expectations are unfulfilled. Now think of one unpleasant experience and think of what expectation did you have that was not fulfilled. Once you have that in your mind, I will again give the example of me cooking and my son coming and throwing the plate and not liking what I ate. My expectation was he would be happy, grateful, and when I see him eat and like and enjoy, I feel good that I did a good job, right? So in the end, I am feeling that I am not doing a good job. I am not good enough a mother to my son. My expectation was I was a good mother to my son, which was unfulfilled. So it is my feeling that I am not good enough that got triggered by his action and his behavior. So when you understand this story, then you understand that this, what is happening today, is an external trigger to a feeling that you grew up with, that is coming from your childhood trauma. And this is the occasion that the universe provides us from the unpleasant circumstance of today to heal ourselves, to heal our childhood traumas. So Now comes this question of feeling grateful for what is unpleasant today, because it is giving us the opportunity to look deep inside and bring out that trauma which remained unresolved from our childhood. Make sense? Why we should thank also and be grateful of the negative things that happen, not only the positive things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
When you do gratefulness, do both them, not just the positive, do both. And that really helps, just not the positive. Because if you're doing only, oh, I have food on the table, I have roof over my head, I have family, then you're not really understanding the whole purpose of life. And it just remains partial.
Yeah, this question was like, does this have any relation with the chakra?
No, it doesn't have directly any relation to chakras, but it helps you to feel grounded and come back to the present. So once we are in the present, we are not thinking about what went wrong in the past or who spoke to us badly in the past or who did what harm to us. Then we are not carrying it over to the next stage. Once you're not carrying over, then our body has inbuilt mechanism to balance itself. So whenever there is a trauma, there is a system that balances. But why it doesn't balance on its own is because we are carrying it to the next level. The trauma is being carried.
Okay.
And the gratitude just helps you to come back to the present and doesn't, or in a way doesn't allow you to carry things to the future. Any other questions? Please go ahead. Anything related to what I spoke just now came to your mind? Yeah, Elizabeth?
What about this, in YouTube channel, there are some like chakra balancing and cleansing. Will it help? Because I'm always doing that, like once a week.
Does it help you? Does it help you?
Mm-hmm. It will help us.
No, but does that help you? You are doing it for some time now. You tell me, does it help you?
Like after that meditation, I feel so energized and I have a great feeling. So
it does help, that means, right? When you're having a reaction to it, any reaction, that means it's working, whether good reaction or bad reaction. Something is working. Okay. So for you, it's a good reaction. So it's working in a way that you expected. Okay. For others, if it's a bad reaction, that means it's working in a way they didn't expect.
By the way, I have another question because I am always having trouble here in like a bloating. Yeah. So it says that I have some trouble with this area, chakra.
Yeah, sacral or solar plexus?
Solar plexus, yeah.
Solar plexus is supposed to be the energy center of the energy body. Power center, the power center of the energy body. So whenever we feel powerless, helpless for a long time, we are carrying this helpless feeling or powerless feeling with us and carrying over. Then this center of the body gets unbalanced, and this center of the body is also connected to the digestive system, right? The physical body is the digestive system. The power center controls that part of the body. So anything related to digestion, metabolism will also weaken up in the body. It gets weaker when the disbalance stays for a long time. I told you in the beginning that when the disbalance stays for a long time, the physical body gets affected. So think about what in your life makes you feel powerless. What in your life makes you feel helpless? If there is this helpless, powerless feeling, this battle going on inside of you, from your childhood, in your adolescence, in your adulthood, think about it. Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Arindam here.
Yeah, Arindam.
I'm very new over here in this forum. First time I'm attending this.
Oh, welcome, Arindam. I'm so glad that you're here.
The question what I have is that in a professional environment, when you are in office or any other areas where you are being neglected or where you feel neglected, and by the actions, external actions of leader or your immediate boss or manager, which is repetitive in nature, how much of this concept, what you explained, assist bringing your whole actions into a normal environment. Like every day you bring it, but again when you enter that particular zone in the morning, and then again it hits you.
Yeah, I know. So this is something, Arindam, I just spoke about a while ago when I was talking about gratitude, how we should be grateful about the negative experience, why should we be able to thank them. So this is what I understand. Just think, just reflect on what I'm saying. It might not be your story, but this is the assumption that I have from what you spoke. Okay. Your say not yours, but anyone's workplace is making them feel neglected. That means you are not feeling important there, right? So if you're not feeling important and that it is an authority figure that is not making you feel important, I would connect it to your childhood where it was the same story. Someone else was more important at home than you. Okay, so when we grow up, we create a subconscious program, and that is what is now needs to be healed, Arindam. Something is coming up through the environment of today, through the work environment of today, something related to your past. And this is why this negative experience needs to be treated in a different way, not just creating a coping mechanism. We usually create a coping mechanism where we either detach from them, distance ourselves, or look for another job, or do something just to, undermine the feeling. In a way, the pain of today, we just want to get over it as quickly as possible, not realizing that there is a deeper message behind the pain. And I would invite all of you, whoever is listening today, that don't try to run away and hide the pain or get over it as quickly as you can. Obviously, that's all what we want at that moment. But do it only after understanding the deeper message behind the pain. The pain of today is telling you something. It is a bridge to the past, to the trauma that is unhealed from the past. So take that cue and heal yourself and change the reality of today. It can change once you heal yourself, because the universe is giving you this opportunity to remember what you forgot through the pain of today. And once you remember what you forgot, the unconscious is no longer unconscious. The unconscious is conscious now. And it is now that you can heal yourself with conscious awareness.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Someone was saying something. Payal, I think you had a question.
Actually, I was just, the way you said that try to go to the root cause and ask yourself whether it is like, a sadness is there or a fear is there. But how do I go there is my question. Like, there are so many, when I sit and analyze that, what is the core issue? So probably I'll have all of them. But what is
There's
the main
always
issue?
one core issue. The others are subsidiary issues. There is always one issue for everyone. So, there is only one.
So to go to that main issue chart, how would I actually,
I'll tell you a simple trick. As I was telling Arindam and previously, it was all about how the situation that you are in, how it is making you feel. Get to the feeling of it. Once you get to the feeling of that, you will know what is the core issue. If you can give me an example, I'll help you right away. If you can give me an example of an unpleasant thing that happened today or yesterday.
I mean, yeah, it's like, just about getting few books for my daughter, and then I expect that during the holidays she would be reading it, so I was very enthusiastic about those books. But then when I see every time the book is next to her but she is with the iPad, so it's just kind like, it's a feeling like useless. Can't really change them, can't shout at them and make them change. But so it's like, sometimes it triggers that.
So what was the expectation from your child? That she would follow your instructions?
It's like, she'll go ahead and less screen time. So I mean, I was just trying to bring in some motivation for
so
little less than the screen time.
What you were doing was you were following the protocol of a perfect mother should do, right?
Yeah.
And you were trying to condition your child to do what is socially acceptable.
Yeah, true, very true.
And now she is defying you. If she is defying you, she is defying authority. How does the authority feel now? You are the authority and there is someone who is defying authority, a child. How does the authority feel? I am not what? You have muted. I can't hear you.
Maybe not a good mom, kind of maybe a wrong decision.
Right. So I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
This is the core issue. Your authority figure in your childhood made you feel, or whatever they said, they did not directly want you to feel this way, but you felt that I am not doing enough.
Oh, okay.
And
so I need
until this gets resolved in you from the past issue, your daughter, your son, your husband, your friend, your office colleague, your boss, everyone will make you feel this way, that you're not doing enough, Payal, you're not doing enough, you're not doing enough. They will not say this directly, but through their actions and behaviors, you will have to decode what is it that you're feeling. Once you decode it, you know it's your root issue.
All right. Yeah. Okay. And how do you actually figure it out? Like, the root, as in sometimes they say it's the, the throat chakras or the solar plexus.
So what you are not doing enough will come from where now? This is coming from which, you see, the consciousness is developing, right? Doing is action.
Yeah.
Action comes, it's not related to the higher chakras. Action is related to the lower chakras.
Okay, but I have had like thyroid for the last 12 years, so I don't know.
Thyroid is affected. Yeah, it's affected. It's the root chakra and the throat chakra, both are affected. Throat chakra is about expression. So I'm not doing enough when I feel. If you are holding it inside, you wouldn't be able to say that I'm doing enough, or I'm doing okay, I'm all right. So then you're holding your emotion. You are not expressing enough.
So thyroid, as in the throat chakra, is mainly with your
expression.
Expression, like just say what you want to.
Say your truth.
Say my truth. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If you're not able to say your truth for the fear of judgment, let's say, for the fear of letting others down, you're holding yourself back.
But sometimes it's like the person in front is not even interested in listening at you. So there's no point saying.
Again, that's like the same core issue. I'm guessing that you were the younger in the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what will happen if you're the younger one?
Nobody listens.
Nobody listens to you.
Yeah.
And then you will be holding your truth back, because your truth is, no one is there to listen to your truth, and your thyroid will get, and as I said, you have this energy has to continue, the disbalance has to continue for a long time in order to affect the physical body. It doesn't affect overnight. It takes time, it takes toll on the body later on.
Yeah, but does it like, completely gets, cured, or it's like the levels comes down?
I
mean,
I had thyroid, not too high, but I had thyroid issues 2 years back. It started, and last year I completely got out of it. I'm taking any medicine. I'm completely out of it, just by alternative treatment.
Because my thyroid, they said that it's the antibodies is also positive. So
yeah,
there is
so you have Hashimoto, so that means it is self-sabotaging, where you not only thought that no one listens to me, and you also thought, what's the use when no one listens to me? What's the use of me being here when no one listens to me?
Yeah, that's the exact thought, that most of the time it's there.
Yeah. So if you thought, what's the use of me being here, that means you're against yourself. You're self-sabotaging yourself. So your thyroid glands is going to work out in this way, where it starts to kill the cells that it has.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Everything is about how we think, and these thoughts are so unconscious that none of us are even aware that we are thinking.
Of it. Yeah, true, very true.
And once you're aware, now it's so easy to change it.
Yes. So I think it has to be into the.
It is everyday practice. It's not like one
everyday
day.
Practice.
Every day. Yeah. Every day.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Guys, we're going to start with the meditation now. If you have any last questions, please just shoot if you want to clarify something before I get into the meditation. No one, right? You guys are so good. You guys don't even want to talk, don't even want to say, don't even want to complain. Complain! I'm giving you the opportunity to complain. Okay.
We are just hi, this is Malvika.
Yeah.
We're just absorbing what you're saying. So, really nothing to add or ask.
But complain, that's the basic thing that we can do. Complain. I can at least, it will help me to develop myself.
Okay, so the only complaint is that you're asking for complaints and we don't have any. So really nothing to say.
Okay. Thank you so much. So Viva is asking how I am unable to express myself clearly and feel my throat chakra is blocked. How can I unblock it? So how do you know that your throat chakra is blocked? You feel it, but it's only because you're unable to express yourself? Is that why you're thinking it's blocked? Okay, right. Yeah, so when you're unable to express, that doesn't always mean it's blocked. When you are feeling this emotion for a long time, as I said, the energy body has its own capacity to balance itself. But if you're carrying it for a long time, then it will get blocked. Just like the physical body, we get sick and our body has the capacity to heal ourselves. But if whatever we are sick with stays for a longer time, then the body loses that potential or the strength to fight it back and recover. Same goes for the energy body also. So when you are unable to express yourself, think about what is stopping you from expressing right now. Think about it. What is stopping me from expressing? Is it what will they say? What will they think? Or is it all about the others? What if they judge me? Is it all about the others? Think, what is stopping you from expressing yourself? What will they say? What will they think? How will they judge me? If this is your reason that's stopping you from expressing yourself, that means you are afraid of rejection. It is your fear of rejection that you need to work on. And probably there had been past issues of rejection which makes you afraid or keeps you afraid. Just let me know if what I said just makes sense to you.
Can I say something?
Hmm?
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because here in my case, before I used to like keeping it for myself. I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling, but lately I realized that I need to speak up. I need to tell what's on my heart, what's on my mind, and it gives me peace of mind. Even if it hurts, it's up to them, and I don't care about other people will say about me. I just wanted to express what's on my mind, and
that's good. Yeah.
It gives me now like a freedom, peace of mind. So I don't have any hesitation if I'd like to say something to my friend, even though it hurts. I am telling it because it is better to be frank rather than to just keep it for myself and then saying something good, but deep inside it's not good. You're not feeling better. So
right.
This is what
this is what you learned through your let's say the bad experiences that you had, right? But initially, all of us, like you as well as me, acceptance by the other is very important to us, right? If we are living in a society where we are cohabiting with someone, whether it's a spouse, whether it's extended family, whether it's friendship or colleagues or work people, acceptance is very vital for our human existence. So we would do anything in our power to get accepted. We would pretend, we lie, we cheat, we do everything so that we can get accepted, so that people don't reject us. So to come to that awareness where you are okay with rejection, you, for example, Elizabeth, today you are okay with rejection. To come to this state where you become fearless, I don't care if they reject me, it takes time. Otherwise, most of us on this planet, we are afraid of rejection because we want to be liked by others. We want to feel accepted. This is normal.
And also, we always wanted to please everyone, which is not good,
Yeah, but we want to please because we want to be liked, right?
Yeah, we don't need to please anybody. So before I am afraid to say no, but now if I want to say no, no.
That's fine. So that's what I said, because you have come to this level where you're okay with being rejected. If some people will reject you for saying no, and you are okay with it.
Because I was, what is this term? Because of my kindness, people took advantage of my kindness. So I've learned my lessons. It's my learning experience. So I change. I don't want to be manipulated and taken advantage of other people.
Right. So when again we are manipulated or people are taking advantage of us, it is because we have allowed that. We have allowed it to such an extent that our need for acceptance was so high, so tremendous, so deep, that it made us do things where we would be used or manipulated. So once we understand that, we choose differently then. That is my need still there to be accepted? Then what should I do if my need is not there as much? Should I still be doing that? And then with conscious awareness, we change our course of actions.
And you know what the good news is? I became a strong person now. I am stronger than before.
Right. Yeah. What I tell my clients is, it's okay to be weak too, because weakness and strength together makes us human. And it's okay to be weak sometimes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel neglected. It's okay for everything. Every feeling is a part of who we are. So it's, like now being strong is a big, big thing for you. But sometimes being weak is also okay. Just be okay with everything. Because everything is part of being who you are. And if you can't, you're rejecting certain experiences, that will be essential also in life, to feel weak and vulnerable, to feel helpless and powerless. Everything is a part of living. So let's start with the meditation. I would like all of you to close your eyes first and take a few deep breaths and connect with yourself. Center yourself. Connect with your heart center. Just breathe in regularly at the rhythm of your body. And bring all your focus to your root chakra. And imagine that you are a newborn baby. The consciousness at the root chakra level is that of a newborn baby, just born on the planet. And everything is physical at this moment. All the desires. And as the baby just been born, with this little baby eyes looking into the world, the physical world that you're born in, just smile at that world now. Embrace it. And tell the world, here I come. Just like the innocence of a newborn baby. You're full of innocence. The baby doesn't worry about the physical needs. It is taken care of. There is simplicity, joy, purity at this level of consciousness. And just be in that consciousness where everything of your physical needs, physical desires is being taken care of. You are just there to embrace this world. And chant the mantra Lam, Lam. Envision a spinning wheel of red light at the base of your spine as you chant Lam. I am safe. I am strong. I am at peace with my surroundings. And feel the spinning wheel is expanding. It is expanding and growing, allowing yourself to feel strong, secure, stable. Now imagine yourself as a toddler. In terms of consciousness, the sacral chakra is the consciousness of a toddler. When your basic needs of food, shelter, sleep are met at the root chakra level, you now look around. You start to touch, grab, start to identify things, explore your emotions. Your ego begins to take form. You start to feel joy, fear, anger, just like from the cocoon to the caterpillar stage. And as the toddler, see yourself singing, talking, and this world appears to be a magical place to explore, enchanted by everything. And at the same time, fear is implanted in your mind, and you feel fearful to navigate. And this is the time that the society begins to condition you. It wants to suppress your true emotions so that you don't lose control to your desires. And once the sacral chakra is balanced, you begin to feel balanced emotions. You are comfortable with your passions, your intimacy, your connection. You don't feel shame. You don't feel bad about expressing yourself. And envision a spinning wheel of orange light in the area of the sacral chakra. It's spinning, and chant the mantra Vam, Vam, while imagining the spinning wheel of orange light in your pelvis area. I am embracing life with joy and passion and connection. And imagine the spinning wheel now expanding and balancing all your suppressed and repressed emotions there. And now imagine yourself at the solar plexus level. You're still a little baby, a little older than the toddler. You have learned to access your own power now. It is called the stage of the adult caterpillar. You start to dream. You start to have your own vision of life. You dream of kings and queens and soldiers and fairies. You dream of space and aliens, spacecrafts. You begin to see things beyond the physical level. You realize that you have the power to break those boundaries, change patterns, adjust expectations, and you have a fire in your belly to burn through your passions and desires. And imagine and envision now a yellow wheel of light, and chant the mantra Ram, Ram, Ram. I am confident and empowered to make my own decisions, to strengthen the core of my being. And imagine or envision this wheel of yellow light expanding and getting stronger and stronger. Imagine yourself now at the level of your heart. Helen Keller once had said that the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched, but can only be felt in the heart. Your heart is a bridge between what you see and what you don't see, the physical and the spiritual. It's in the middle of the body. It connects the lower chakras with the higher chakras. And it is this stage of your life when you start to feel from the heart. You long for love. You miss someone. And this is the stage when you are in your teens. When you have established your identities, your territories, and you still decide or feel that something is missing. You're eager with this open heart. You feel excited. And sometimes your things for the physical, your need for the physical things slows down. You start to gaze inwards. And this is the level when you know the physical and the spiritual both are tangible. You can have both. And imagine a spinning wheel of glowing green light in your heart center. And chant the mantra Yam, Yam, and tell yourself, I am loved and my heart is filled with love. And imagine this glowing green wheel of light is growing stronger and stronger there. Now focus in your throat. Saying no is the hardest thing that we do or we learn to do. Sometimes, even if we can say, we cannot express what we really mean, and the others misunderstand. The fear of rejection is the main energy that traps our voice. Imagine this is the first time in the period in the history of humanity that we are starting to break those shackles of not voicing our feelings. And we are celebrating differences. We are rejoicing in our oneness. In the olden times, being different was not accepted. You had to say yes. And now, with our voice, with our throat, we are accepting our difference and the difference in the other in front of us. We are celebrating our difference. And we now understand that we can cohabit even though we are different. We don't have to reject each other if we are not alike. You can speak your truth. It might be different than mine, but I will still accept you. With this awareness, imagine the spinning wheel of blue light turning in your throat. And you tell the mantra, chant the mantra, hum, hum. I trust and honor the difference in you as much as I trust and honor the difference in me. I trust my inner voice. And imagine this wheel of blue light spinning and growing bigger and stronger. Now imagine the third eye area. The third eye is the inner eye that refers to those senses that transcend the fifth sense, the five senses. This is called the sixth sense, intuition, insight. And you access your inner wisdom when you have your third eye open. The collective consciousness of humanity has not evolved to this level yet, even though individually you might be evolved. This is the breaking open phase where the butterfly opens from the cocoon stage and just comes out. This is the gift of intuition, connection, and unique universal perspective that comes with an open third eye. Imagine now a wheel of indigo light. Is spinning between your brow. And chant the mantra Om. And tell yourself that I trust my inner guide. And imagine this indigo colored wheel of light is growing stronger and stronger as it's spinning. And now imagine the crown of your head. This is the seventh level of consciousness. All the learning that you have gained, that humanity has gained over thousands of years, is finally integrated into inner wisdom here. Until this happens, it will be like learning swimming from a book. This teaches us how to live from what we have learned. It changes knowledge to wisdom. And this is the stage of the butterfly, the wise adult. Here you have nothing to prove anymore. You have a feeling of fulfillment, contentment. You already know that we are all the same. We are just not connected, but we are just one and the same. You don't hold grudge against the other. You see the likeness. There is no more separation. And now imagine the violet light of the wheel is turning in the crown. And in silence, just chant the Om chant. As you chant, imagine this violet light of the wheel is growing stronger and stronger, helping you to integrate all your knowledge and gather wisdom. And just stay in silence. Feel yourself connecting with the deeper inner peace and bliss. And slowly coming back to your regular breathing, focusing on your breath once again. Just touching your body, feeling your body, coming back to the physical reality, the physical world where we live. And whenever you guys are ready, you can open your eyes and welcome back. How are you all feeling? Good? Bad? Anything? So guys, in case you want to learn the technique of chakra balancing and attunement, or you just want to come and experience how it feels to do that, just get in touch with Illuminations. I'm doing this course the week following Saturday, as I said, 24th and 25th. You will become a practitioner of chakra balancing and attunement at the end of the second day. So I welcome you, I invite you to take this opportunity if you want to eventually become a therapist one day, to learn the techniques and the ritual through which we do this. And I really wish all of you all the best in whatever you do in your life. And I seek your good wishes and blessings too at the same time. And whenever you want, you'll find me here at Illuminations. So feel free. All of you who are seeing me or meeting me for the first time, as you know, that you can have a free consultation of 30 minutes with me any day of your choice, anytime. I'm here at Illuminations. So feel free to come and see me to talk about anything that you want to. Okay, I thank you all, and I say goodbye today as we finish the session. If you have any more questions or queries, please feel free to forward your feedback to Illuminations and I will reply. Or maybe you can put a question on the Facebook page of Illuminations if there are any questions, and I'll reply there. All the best. Good night. Thank you all.